don't know. I don't like the picture you're painting for me and the viewers feel. I want some hope this game. I'm not getting it.
I don't do happy endings, you know. I'm straight to the point.
Yeah, I don't know. This is not a happy ending here. This is they're gonna have to outplay on TeamDk, and let's see if they're gonna be able to do so. Because with an early game that goes the way of Dire, you're potentially securing power runes for a Storm Spirit, then the Nature's Prophet +1. A Slaughter. We'll see what the item build's going to be for Frank. He doesn't. He's got Vanguard queued up at the moment, but we'll have to imagine that there's going to be a Blink in there somewhere. This could be a lineup that with a strong laning phase in the power runes, they can get very active off the back of that.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're a top tier team here, the way you mitigate what's about to happen in this game is you target mid, right? Like this Shadow Shaman just kind of starts griefing the enemy mid laner. Take the 2-minute water rune, take the 4-minute water rune, maybe get a kill. Smoke very early on. Like, just make sure the Storm gets completely griefed, because you're not going to win top anyway. Literally impossible. So deal with it. And then PA, you just sit back and farm. Should be fine. Your Doom's countered, but at least you're going to win mid lane really hard.
And what about if we look a little bit past that, around the 5:30 minute mark, the 6-minute mark, when you have the Elder Dragon form? Do we feel like TeamDk, I know you're mentioning about the Shaman going mid. Do you think the Warlock even can consider going mid? Is this a hero that can help assist with the Elder Dragon form and maybe put some pressure on the tower, or they don't unfortunately really have the easiest way?
His Grimoire stacks, right? If he can have Rock at that point, then yeah, he's going to do a lot. But if he's only level 4 or 5 and with no Grimoire, I don't know. Might be difficult, but I think the first couple of rotations are going to be big. And I've been seeing these carries. What's going on? They just buy sentries and deward enemy mid laners. Oh, the money went, actually, it was Warlock. Okay. So Warlock made PA deward. Sure.
Maybe, I mean, I don't know how much.
Oh, well, I told you that lane was over before it started, but I didn't think it'd be literally before the lane started.
Oh, man. Oh, Zul is just going to tank half his health as well. Okay. Well, let's see. Maybe, like, I don't know how much. It definitely will be the fact that P got solo experience on the D ward, so maybe
yeah, I
getting
mean, it's nice.
Yeah,
and I mean, it's a good call strategically, but just something I haven't seen a lot of, so it's kind of cool.
Because they need something to go well, because top didn't start well, and that might continue to be the case with how you're painting it out to be. So, see what Azul is going to be able to do. We'll see what Feeling can do as well. Make at least their side lane somewhat bearable.
Yeah, can't really do too much here other than just kind of like see how things are going to pan out. Mid lane for me is also going to be really important. Like, okay, well, it's Shaman versus Naga, like Shaman does not enjoy playing versus solution heroes. Lina loves playing with these, anything that can slow or stun a hero for her. And I imagine at level 3, MJC will get the ensnare for now, just going for Deluge and the illusions just to apply to everyone. Definitely makes a lot of sense there. But yeah, this top lane is what I mentioned. It's gonna be completely pointless, and this is what I was afraid about the mid lane. This matchup isn't this bad. Trust me, it's not this bad. This is just a skill diff.
I see, okay. MJZ. I got some kills on the other side as well. F Young's gonna go down. Naga's about to die. Wits will have to be pushed away. He's got a creep wave now to kind of help with some damage. Even Demon's actually gonna TP in as well. But the Shackles stops the Sprout, but he will still get it in time. Once with the Quelling Blade, is he gonna die to the right click? Has the assistance to the tower?
For the Shaman fighting here. Oh, the Shaman got it, but I think you kind of wanted to die there anyway if you were MJC. He had 0 resources. But what can you do now that the NP... Oh, okay. Doom just gives away a freebie. A little bit of freebie there. But can you punish the Slaughter on Frank? And you have no more resources left. I guess there's one tango that could be handed over from Demon.
Demon wants it. It's not for you, buddy.
He gave it. No, he didn't. He just brought more. Okay. Buy your own.
Along with along with the bracer too. So he's got a bunch of stats. Mid is continuing to be really one-sided for Wonder Kid. He's heavily outplaying this matchup.
Yeah. Yeah. You see if I'm gonna. That's just bad mannered. And he just wants to keep him low HP, even if he has to use Cliff to do so. Just making sure he gets a little bit of these denies, and you might want to just secure potentially 2 runes here. I don't know if you can do that though.
Shackles from feeling, but MJZ is just going to be able to chase down the Doom. So Wits has done his job with getting the majority of the damage out. Bottom lane, they did make an attempt onto Demon, but Efyoung, I mean, what's the play now? You got some 1 charges to try and Phantom Strike over towards the lane, and he'll be able to get out.
I mean, the problem is like you have 0 evasion, by the way, in this lane. Before, you would have had 22 or something % base evasion, as well as your other spells, but he doesn't want to skill it. So this Slardar, he's going to harass you pretty hard, but luckily you do have the Shadow Word to kind of help play with, and then because Demon made all those rotations, they managed to get the Lotus as well. But yeah, this mid lane, it's rough. This top lane, it's rough. Bot lane, luckily it's not rough, but it's also not ideal either here. And this, I don't know.
Come on. Oh, he's dead with an MP.
Yeah.
He yoinked it. Oh, Demon.
Killing spree. And with all these kills, oh, stun missed on top lane, but doesn't matter too much. The big problem here is the item discrepancy, right? Like Wits already has the Falcon Blade online with the boots, with the wand, and Doom, he's got a windlace and a wand and a dream for boots.
Yeah, I mean, NP's got more net worth.
Uh-oh. The Shaman might be in trouble here.
Shaman will be in trouble by the looks of it. Azula's got to try and run down the Lina.
He has
And the Shackles is so annoying, but Swarm's even TPing in. So they're going to split their attention. Easy chase down for MJZ onto Feeling. Meanwhile, everyone else will be able to also hunt Azula. 8 kills for Team Den. And, well, the picture you're painting, it's, yeah, it's definitely looking like it's going to play out like that at the moment.
Yeah, but at least they can annoy Slardar. I guess they realized what made the Slardar pick kind of good is they wanted to leave him alone. I was like, oh, hold on. Will they be able to kill him with a rotation here from Feeling?
Big one. I think he's... Okay, maybe it's something about that. On him.
Dead.
Who's going to TP down.
Took 3 heroes to kill him, but I think the idea they had is you're playing versus Warlock and PA, right? If you go for the leg day fast on Slardar, you should always be okay, right? Because you can just kind of get away from any slow they throw you, whether it's upheaval, if you choose to level that. Obviously you're not going to because you're against a Slardar, or it's just the dagger slow. But the way to mitigate that is just bring 3 heroes, but they're going to go for an aggressive play here and try to take the Wisdom Shrine. You need to bring more heroes here, and NP is coming, but this is a 3 versus 2.
Frank?
3-second TP?
Is anyone else? No, they're not going to come, and now it's going to be a double kill back-to-back onto Frank, and Wisdom stolen as
Good
well.
Place.
Maybe also Demon. Shackles is back up just on the outskirts of the tier 2 tower. Demon, though,
man.
Yeah, it's not. He's got Magic 1 Circlet. It is a pretty tanky Nature's Prophet with all the stats, along with the tier 2 tower extra armor.
So that was a little bit of a blunder, I want to say, from Team Den there to just allow that to happen. Slardar getting 2 back-to-back deaths. Storm just doesn't care at all about anything that's happening here. So at least they traded Wisdom Shrines. So maybe the call should have been to just give it up, right? That was an unnecessary death on the Slardar there. That causes him to not only lose the Wisdom Shrine, but the tower. As Laguna does go out. And yet another kill on this Doom. Continuing to struggle in this top lane. 19 CS, by the way.
what the trade-off is, though. You get the kill on the Doom, but you don't get the power rune. Karma gets a DD and might actually now put some pressure on TeamDk to respond to this Elder Dragon form
and Rock,
Tower Siege.
I think he has enough Grimoire for him to get a Rock. I don't really play Warlock, but I think yeah, he should have enough 3 stacks of this.
Not bad. Things going right for Team DK. You need a couple things to swing your way. That definitely happens down bottom. I mean, the PA neck and neck with the net worth of the Phantom Assassin, and you're going to end up taking this T1 tower mid pretty shortly as well. It's Wrath of Nature already from Demon. Maybe that extra damage is going to assist Karma. He's able to get out.
No, they want him.
All the men is going to be used from Wonder Kid. Phantom Assassin's actually nearby as well, but it's a little bit too early for PA to provide that much damage to turn the tides. And now Feeling's also going to be chased down solo. Frank is nearby. What? PA jumped? What? I guess he didn't really have anywhere else to go, I suppose. So, whatever direction he went for, he was going to be hunted down and killed. And Team Den, well, they'll defend their tower, and they might, in fact, be the ones to get the tier 1 mid first.
I mean, they're both effectively dead towers at this point, and don't know. He just didn't want to skill the Grimoire. He still is holding on to it. I thought he was going to use it there and do some counterplay with the Rock, but didn't see the opening, I suppose. So mid gets denied for the Dire. Radiant will hold on to it for now. But the real problem kind of resides in basically the PA and the Doom. Sure, the PA is doing fine in farm department, but the problem is with the hero is it takes so damn long for this hero to come online, and this Doom is going to make absolutely 0 space in this game. It's just not going to happen. Look at his net worth. Same as NPs. But Shaman making some plays. Oh, they found her. And she gets the song off. Oh, they forced her to.
Okay. Oh, it's a massive Wrath of Nature. Jesus, with the Laguna Blade nuke. Azula's game will continue to go worse and worse. Double for wits. Karma's gone as well.
I mean, it just feels bad. Like, you have to use that Doom on the NP. Or, sorry, on the Naga. And the moment you use the Doom on a position 5, everyone's like, okay, go. Let's turn. We don't care about anything anymore. And in the mid lane, Strange is going to keep going, I suppose. Do we skill Rock now?
Yeah, maybe not, or no, we're not. Okay.
No, he used it right before he died, so he gave the enemy team more experience.
Sick.
And gold.
That was very kind of him.
Yeah, he's a philanthropist, you know. He cares about people.
Should care about his team, unfortunately. Doesn't get the Rock off, and his 5,000 net worth lead now. You got a Spirit Vessel and Demon.
I mean, that was just hesitation. Like, he wasn't sure what he should do, and then at the last second, he decided, and unfortunately, it was right at his death.
Now, Piers, 280 gold away from the cornucopia, which will be the battlefield, but like you're saying, it's going to be quite a road till she is in a position to potentially do Phantom Assassin things like we have seen in the past. It's not going to be easy though. Maybe the play from TeamDk, I mean, you're getting close towards the level 6 from Feeling. We could see that in combination with the Elder Dragon form, offering up some, threat onto the tower up top. But you also, this is not an easy lineup. Like, Demon's level 8. This Wrath of Nature is going to be massive. The Vessel versus the DK, the Doom if he shows up, they're really not survivable. Also, you have Slardars there too with the minus armor. So you got to be really cautious how much you commit here on Radiant.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest problem with PA is this hero is just straight up garbage right now, because before, like, I will keep mentioning it, like, you would literally just go 4-4-1, right, and then stats. And you'd actually hit your timing pretty quickly because of stats. And you're going to see Leon's going to the same build. She's going to go 1-4-4 in stats. A lot of good carries right now, Medusa as well. She doesn't get her E, 1 point, stats. A lot of good carries go for stats. Same with Morphling. That kind of like a staple right now for being a good carry in the most part is whether or not you can get those early stat points. And PA used to have that, but she just doesn't have that anymore. Like, you can't just go 1 point in your evasion and stats. That doesn't work. And that's just going to mean it takes longer to come online. They say, we'll go on MJC.
Oh my god.
Although
Okay,
the heal
should tick out.
Oh, he's good.
Maybe. No, he's actually good.
He's fine. He's good. But will Demon be
sack
good?
Demon. He will not be good. He actually stuck around and kind of didn't get the memo. I don't know. It's a bit of a streak as well.
I mean, that goes back a little bit to the Team Den miscommunication, down by like a 7-minute shrine. Demon staying top when the song was used to disengage. We're still seeing moments. All right, Naga might be in trouble here too.
Why is PA there?
Trying to get a kill. Oh no.
What is PA doing here?
Trying to kill the Naga.
Why is she there though? I'm so good. You have your jungle. Look at all the bottom. No one's farming there.
Trying to be a hero. Just didn't work out.
No.
Unfortunate.
Oh, it's a brown boots blink doom. I mean, I know he can sell his stuff. But, oh.
Yeah, he should probably use Doom with that, sell it, and then buy a Midas. But, unfortunate. He used it. So, the blink is not going to come into fruition here. I think we're seeing a little bit of a outclass again here. Unfortunately. I don't know, like, these players, you know, they're relatively high MMR players, right? So,
Right.
okay.
Have they got the damage? Maybe. Is anyone going to help him? Block's going to be dropped down to long zip in. So they get the kill onto Frank. They tried the Laguna Karma, but Karma was fine. Just completely eats the full ultimate. And the wards also blocks off the escape avenue from Demon. So, alright, TeamDk get a couple of kills. Karma also almost gets up to Wonder Kid.
So I will say I am glad. Like, it's been quite a few games until I see the carries making the right moves. But P being there is essential. Like, a lot of other games we see the carry just AFK till 20 minutes. But if PA wasn't there, Team Den could have kept advancing. But because that PA was on top of Belina had to go back. And that actually ended up being a win and a little bit of a gold lead for Team DK. So, sure, maybe we can be a little critical on his death on the top lane trying to kill the Naga, but I think his willingness to be active is much needed in this game where they are losing, as it will bleed another kill here. Another 2 kills potentially, unless there's a Doom available. Will he use it?
Gonna go for it, he will. So he'll get the Doom off, but
it's not very
he's gonna have the damage by himself. Phantom Assassin starting to come on over. Efyon is gonna be able to get the vision. He does. Jumps over the top. Karma's gonna be able to hold back the Slaughter as well. Efyon still might be in some danger. Can he get in range for the Phantom Strike? But they're going to be able to close their distance. MJZ was holding the song as well. Now they are both in the waiting arms of Wits as Combo drops it all into the PA. They're able to get the blink away from DK, trying to get back towards the safety of the T2 tower. Is it even close enough? It's not. Just the overwhelming amount of stuns. One by one they go in, and one by one they'll die. Even Warlock is going to be chased down. Nowhere is safe. Will not even make it up to the high ground. Team Den make a slight slip up previously with giving away a couple of kills, but they will quickly make amends.
This is where we're going to start gaining a little bit of confidence. We're still seeing, like, I'm going to hold them to a standard, right, of playing versus, well, I'm going to call the top 4 teams in the bracket. They're making still some mistakes that should not be happening with the lead that they had, but you can see that Team DK's making more of those mistakes than they are, just by this 1 by 1. I still have to say, though, like, F Young, him showing through these fights is making it feel like, oh, can they win the fight? Maybe this is possible. Because if he didn't show up, all these fights would be Team Den completely one-sided games. Or maybe not one-sided game, I don't want to get ahead of myself. One-sided team fights. But that one is,
yeah,
I don't know if that's aggressive or just
that's an oopsie. There's a couple other things happening as well. Frank, so over to the left side, we didn't actually see the PA just Phantom Strike into the wave where the Lina and the Naga already were, so that's how she died. And a couple other heroes also are going to be killed off afterwards. They're going to farm up the wards, farm up the T2 tower. This net worth lead is rapidly getting out of control.
Yeah, this will spiral real fast. It's really just going to come down to Team Den having to make quite a few mistakes, I have to say, to allow them back into this one, because PA decided to risk it all, right? She said, I'm going to come to every single fight. She hasn't been quietly farming. I think it's been a decent choice, but you have to be really smart on how you're entering these fights, and unfortunately, that last mistake may have tipped the scales just a little bit as far as her progression in this game. Because that BKB, it's looking a little too far away for comfort here.
Yeah, unfortunate. You do. Still no level as well in material. I don't even know when you do this. Flame, what do we got? Doom out. Trying to put himself in the firing line here to give it a couple kills over towards TeamDk. Should tick out to the Doom, but everyone else, they're going to be able to clean up the heroes. Karma will not be chased down. One even wanting to try and invade and take away what little space they have remaining here on TeamDk. That triangle, it's not your friend. Wonder Kid's going to get another galvanized stack, 7, 1, and 9.
I mean, just as a side note, it doesn't really matter this game because it's completely one-sided. This build cannot be correct on PA. There's absolutely 0% chance that you're playing versus a Storm and a Lina and also a Slardar, and you choose to go 0 evasion. 0% evasion, PA. She's going stats instead of evasion. She thinks 1 point to stats is better than 20% evasion.
Really?
That's 0% chance the correct play here. But once again, I don't know if it matters at all, but I just cannot allow this to go unnoticed. This is illegal.
I don't even know how. Oh, so okay. The blur scale is with the ultimate. I forgot with the innate now.
Yeah.
Azula?
The blur is garbage.
Yeah.
It's always been garbage. And that's how they wanted to nerf this hero.
Yeah, poor PA. Oh, what was that deluge? So much damage.
Level 10, you get 30% more damage on it. I always found it interesting how they name some of these abilities. Why is Deluge 30% more damage instead of just a flat number?
Maybe they flip a coin. let's do percent this time instead of damage. I don't know. What like?
I mean, it has some interesting aspects, right? Because if it's 30% more damage, does that mean if you get Spell Amp, it's more efficient than just adding a flat 30% on the base, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
But like, not many other spells, if any other spells, has a percentage base increase like that.
Oh, they do not
especially on early spells, so.
What are some? I'm not even gonna ask. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's just Dota's such a complicated game nowadays that it's really hard to know everything. Even if you play the game 24/7, you literally just can't know every talent facet.
Oh, get away!
How much evasion?
Where Doom died to somewhere.
I mean, I can literally say this is the first time in my entire Dota career I've seen a PA with 0% evasion.
True.
In my life.
True. It's like, this is just not something we've ever seen. Yeah. You know, it's either was the innate where you had it for free or you either leveled it, but no, we are not. We're going 3 stats now. It wasn't like he accidentally slipped up and went 1 stat. No, we won 3. We are like tripling down on stats are better.
Yeah, we sure are, aren't we?
How much do you get from Talisman? It's 20, right? No, it's 15 for 1,300 gold. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, 1 point's 20. I could understand even just a value point, but honestly, it scales pretty well. Like 20, 30, 40, 50. That's not bad. And then you get level 15 with the 15% immaterial evasion on top of that. and you're sitting at 65% evasion, seems like a pretty big power spike, honestly, in my opinion, but there's not a lot to really talk about this game. It's just kind of just watching a ship slowly sink as the holes are multiplying.
Yep. They're getting bigger and bigger. New ones are being made. You just got rammed, apparently. Another ship just collides with you. Full barracks gone. I mean, Mod Demon as well is also scouting out F Young down bottom. So, Boots travel in from Wonder Kid. And he's just completed Orchid, I believe. So, yeah, they get him kills across the map. They also got a glimpse of another Karma. Oh, what's going on? Wits along with MJZ battling over towards the Shaman. So they're doing their own stuff on the other side. It's the two-man across the map. You got
relentless
down
feeding
bottom.
is what this is.
That is also what is going on.
There's 38 kills for the Tiger in 24 minutes. Do you know how absurd that is?
I don't know.
Like one by one, they fall.
What's that, 39? How long? Okay, there we go.
Oh,
I was going to say, so much death that they want to endure.
All right, not the most competitive game we've seen in this qualifier. That's for sure. This is a rough.
We'll see. TeamDk absolutely. Obliterated them game one. Yeah, it was an absolute beatdown. We'll see if it's going to be a bit of a different story here heading into our second game.
Right, well, if we look at the lanes as a whole, though, I mean, mid is won by TeamDk. I think that's a matchup you can't truly win. Bot lane, I'm not sure how this lane goes. Like, CK's power level is a little foreign to me. I mean, any Darkseer lane is very volatile, to be honest. So it could either just trade or do really well. Oh, the instant D-ward here from the AA, very good. And top lane, I will say though, this top lane is favored for
30 seconds to battle.
not the side of Den though. Like, I think TeamDk, they've got a good lane here. I mean, Phoenix, a lot of magic damage, a lot of mischance. Dawnbreaker, lots of damage. I think this TB is not going to feel super happy in this lane. He likes to play for high physical damage lanes that he can turn on very easily. And Dawn is a hero that is very hard. They're getting 2 wards?
Yeah.
All right.
2 wards? How many bounties?
The battle begins.
It's like a 2
Could be 3.
2. Good bit of a fight down bottom. Nothing crazy. They don't want a D-ward just yet. I don't know if they saw it.
Oh, A skilled cold feet level 1. That was in hopes of getting the rune.
They didn't stun,
is...
I think, on F Young. I don't know what happened there.
I mean, he
Maybe
got
stunned
stunned.
by the CK.
Yeah,
I
CK
think,
stunned.
Okay, that just probably works. That's probably why. I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, why didn't he stun? I wonder.
Yeah.
So you're mentioning about the side lanes, but you did also then say mid is like very good for Wonder Kid. My concern is how good it is, because
It's always the question.
you're like this Bat Rider. I know we haven't seen it for a very long time as a core, but this hero could just completely take over games. I don't know how really it works with the arsonist, like on your power spikes, but I'm just concerned, like, he's going to free farm mid by the looks of it, and then what can he do on the side lanes as a result of that?
Yeah. I mean, we'll have to see. It really depends, like, on the Bat and Kunkka player, respectively. Like, every single Bat matchup is pretty much determined on whether he can get a kill or not in the lane. And if you can get one of those 1 or 2 cheeky kills, that's when the lane starts to feel incredibly hard to play. But if he can't, then maybe Kunkka can survive and just get some CS. Bat isn't very strong at the first early levels, so he should be fine in that regard. It's just really a little bit later, as the lane starts progressing, it will start feeling a little more difficult to play. And speaking of a little bit earlier, he's already starting mid lane. Like, lots of damage being done.
Whoa, okay.
And of course,
Goes
they
down, not
just to
enough.
mess with us, right? Like,
Yeah.
we just have to. 8 stacks is now the old 4 stacks.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why it's like this, so, but okay.
Yeah, so you kind of have to reprogram your brain a little bit when playing against this.
Because you saw
But
4
yeah.
stacks, you know, you're spooked. You know, what do I do now? I can't do anything.
You just have to reprogram your brain, like I said, like divide it by 2. Start doing some math.
Actually, Kama is playing very scared at the moment. 9 and 10 for Wonderkid, a bunch of denies.
Yeah,
I forgot
mean,
that was universal too. Okay, cool.
they did nerf universal how it functions a bit, luckily. Otherwise, old patch would have been insane. Yeah, mid lane's done, unfortunately. He has the wave where he wants it. Bot lane, this was supposed to be your good lane. Well, top lane's supposed to be your good lane, but this is supposed to be a lane where you're supposed to be doing better, and I think giving up kills is definitely hurts. Like, we expected bottom lane to be, you know, somewhat even. Sven should get free farm, but Sven's being pressured a little bit in this lane, unfortunately. But the one lane they really need to win is top lane, and as of now, they're doing okay. It's fine.
So maybe it's... I mean, where did the Lotus go? It's probably a big thing. It looks like Wits has it. So you got 60 seconds where you're probably a little bit safe here up top, or at least should be able to have a more of an advantage with the meta on cooldown. MJZ doesn't have the greatest resources as well at the moment. It doesn't have any mana for Dual Breath for quite some time. But Azul also needs some sustain. So we'll bring out a Selv. 19 last hits compared to the 22. They get a nice pull at the hard camp, so we'll help with the creepy equilibrium. Bring it back towards their tower. Makes it a little bit easier for them to play.
Alright. CK versus AA. Man fight in the jungle.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah. Not much is going to happen from that. Man, I love watching
18
Batrider
denies.
gameplay. It's like you have to just play so perfect as both players for nothing to happen in the lane. If one player just like makes a mistake, it's so disastrous.
Yeah.
And I'm always just sitting there waiting to see who messes up first. That's my form of entertainment. But good rotation, like healing here, but might still just lose
Much
to
needed.
Sven.
Yeah, they do, unfortunately.
They got a
It's going to be a
double,
double, though. Not bad. I mean, really nice hero to get experience on. You know, yeah, kind of crap AA soaks a little bit of it, but it's an earn already fulfilling. So yeah, we'll look to see how big that earn's going to come into play. It does mean Azula is left solo up top, so already MJZ with the help of the reflection is going to start to zone the Dawnbreaker out.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, if you look at the CS now, like, I think you have to make that rotation. They did not get enough work done in that top lane. I think the Lotus was also kind of like a big factor. You see the Bracer went onto the Terrorblade too, so he knew it was coming this lane and kind of itemized for it. And unfortunately, Kunkka, he thought he could be a little bit cheeky there, but kind of just set up his own death there, unfortunately.
I feel like
And-
he's dead too.
Yeah. He used
Uh-oh.
dive to try and help him, but just kind of died himself by doing it.
Radiant's middle
And this is a catapult wave, by the way. That's why you see MJC make a bit of a rotation. Not only secure the room, it's like a double play here. And the catapult's still alive, and Kunkka, he's going to TP back into this, but Phoenix, he does
Gonna be
dive up, right?
two?
5 seconds?
Yeah, a couple seconds. Okay, maybe. Ancient Apparition's a little bit low. Wonderkid doesn't have the greatest resources either. Torrent sidesteps
They
it,
got
but
him.
will tick out. Nice. So it was looking a little bit dicey for a moment, but with the assistance of the AA to buff up some of the magic damage, Demon's also going to be dragged back with the X. There's some big kills. Nice use of the
Oh, that
Reality
was a
Rift and
good
actually
reality
gets away. Very cute. And if they got that kill, gets Karma maybe closer to level 6, and the next dive from the Batrider under the tower, we could have seen a turnaround with the X-Boat combo, but he's not going to have 6 yet. Probably will still get it, though, with the next creep wave before he is under threat. We'll see though. Maybe they go straight back for him. And apparently they will. Lasso down for 10. The support's in a beeline back towards Karma because he needs help. Ice Path from MJZ. But they won't continue for more. Got to keep that lasso timer in the heads. It's going to be back up here pretty shortly. Wonder Kid, is he going to find an opportunity to use it? No, he won't. We'll just watch MJZ tick out.
Yeah, I mean, Team Den were so desperate of like making sure this Kunkka had the worst game of his life that they're actually getting outplayed by the supports making rotations here. And this is giving Sven space against the Darkseer. He's pretty happy with this. Dawn was just cutting the top wave there. I mean, she was already having a bad laning stage, so all things considered, this is a pretty good result. But MJC has decided, okay, we're going to stop this Dawn from cutting the waves here. Not level 6 quite yet here, but he will get it off of that. Will he skill it and try to get out? No, doesn't happen. Not going to happen versus the Ice Path.
Mid lane, Bat Rider? Alright.
These supports are relentless on making sure those Bat... I mean, it's really easy. That's what I mean for Bat Riders to make mistakes. Unfortunately, Sven goes down as well, but Bat Rider and Huskar players are very similar, right? Like, you want to continuously keep dominating your lane, so they'll oftentimes just be out of position and too aggressive because they feel like they should be destroying the lane because of how the first, 6 minutes went. And they get a little bit out of position there, and you can get some freebie kills, and that's exactly what happened there. Slightly out of position, both supports are just camping mid, and honestly, it's kind of paying off for them.
And they're also really high level as well. Inch apparition, 5 1/3. Phoenix is 5 1/2 as well. Yeah, without a doubt. So we're going to see them look to try and... they're actually going deep into Dire's territory. Instead of trying to play the lane, they're feeling quite strong. They don't have Rose, so they've got the Soul Eater. Alright, so that's the ultimate that they feel like is the big X factor here without the bow. They'll be able to use a secondary one instead to help get the kill. And Bat Rider's got 3 deaths.
Yeah, they're tilting him. For sure. I think it's working.
Just to be clear, if I call you mate, I don't mean it literally.
I certainly think the tilt is working.
Yep. Yeah, the side lanes are very happy. TV top net worth, Darks is super close behind. So the lane that we were like, side lane should go pretty well for TeamDk. Mid lane, it's a bit of a yikers. Demon, nice dodge. Now have they committed a bit too far? Frank, can he time this onto Feelings dive? Look at the stun to chase him down. Radiant are kind of standing nearby. It's going to be a difficult fight with everything laid onto the ground, though. Karma's pretty survivable with the run buff. It's about to expire. Wits is apparently here as well with the Terrorblade, wanting to try and get active with the meta, show up and maybe find an objective too along with it.
Yeah, there was no Solar Guardian, right? So you can make these plays. Maybe you can get even more here.
The Sven's in a lot of trouble. Yeah, Lasso is still there, dragged back, and we're probably going to have to cancel the TP. Feeling? Oh, he's stuck as well. I feel like this is reminiscent of what we saw last game. One person goes in, then we TP in and die as well. He will not fall, but you're going to take a tier 1 tower, and now Team Den, 2,000 net worth lead. This mid lane, it's been very chaotic. You're favoring Dire, then favoring Radiant, now favoring back towards Team Den.
Yeah. There's a lot going on here for sure, but the important thing is they aren't really dying in the same fashion as last game. Like Sven, yeah, sure he died, that sucked, but he did finish the CK, and he forced the lasso, so that does mean they could make a play right now, which they're gonna try and do. So Solar Guardian available, no lasso, no meta, good read here, no wall either, just pretty much nothing. Everything was used there. Let's see what they can catch here. And what they want is Terrorblade. That is the goal. And there's a chance TB does walk back here. We'll see if the patience for Team DK is here. As here he comes. But unfortunately,
Pop, but he's got the high ground.
That's the wrong hero.
Well, it doesn't work. They drop a ward. Also combined with F Young, God strength up in a couple of seconds. Let's see if Dire want to try and defend this. It's maybe a bit difficult with already Radiant set up in the TP location. spot, so they will give this up. Demon's getting a little bit of farm, getting close towards the vessel. Pipe isn't yet done for Frank, and a Wonder Kid as well. We're gonna get the blink blink out of the Bat Rider.
All
I
right.
want a defender.
CK's spotted right now. Oh no.
Feeling?
Okay,
Wow,
Solar
this is
Guardian.
not looking good for Die. What an ice blast! They trade some team fight ultimates, but that is the combo that we'd expect out of the boys on Team Den, but it doesn't work. Already, they've got their own combo as well. Triple kill for Kamo. That's a wipe.
Yeah, I was talking about the tilts. That felt really tilty from the Bat Rider, diving so deep. And he has no items, right? He's switched it up to Blink Dagger first item. Maybe if you have a Blink, this works, but you're running into a Supernova. You're running into a Solar Garden, and you're going to see through the replay here how badly he wants this, right? So you just ran into an egg, a Supernova, a boat, an Ice Blast, and you're dead.
What
Nobody can
happened?
survive that.
Who did
They
he lasso?
overcommitted.
But he lassoed the Phoenix, and how did he get egg on?
Oh, is that what happened? I
Yeah.
mean, there's probably
I don't know if it changes the
a bug.
fight, but
I mean, does it change the fight? Probably not. I think you're just dead anyway. But you'll die a little bit slower, I guess. But I didn't know you could disjoint lasso with egg. There's probably like a 0.001% or 0.01 second in which that's actually possible. So pretty unlucky.
oh, we got a game fear. This is not
We
a
do,
repeat
yeah.
of game one. We got a lead for Team DK, 12 kills to 10. F Young's going blink and getting towards some items as well. I mean, it's going to be the Scepter actually for Karma, so no Radiance. Okay. I have no idea how good the Scepter is. I have no idea.
It's pretty good.
okay.
I mean, there's like two builds you can do on Kunkka. It's either Scepter or Radiance. Radiance is the superior build currently. But what the Scepter does for you is it gives you more teamfight presence. So like having the two boats, right? Instead of the one, you can have more lockdown. Adds a little bit more. So he's just going more of a utility based. Because I think if you do commit for the Radiance build, like you're going to be like more of a carry, right? You're going for the AC, the Satanics. You want to right click in the fights. He says, okay, I'm going to step back. I have a Dawnbreaker. I'm going to go more for like the Shivas with the Aghanims build. And there's going to be more slow.
Well, he dodged the gank with the scan, but they still hunted him down to the Wisdom. He is not having a game at all. I want to respond though. They see how deep Team DK are, and they got great locations to TP2 as well. So they're going to surround Azula. Late Mail will make it a little bit frustrating, but not really. At this stage, the quick and easy kill, but Radiant they're able to get out. So continuing to make the Bat Riders game completely miserable. This is 5 deaths now.
Yeah, this is where you just mute your mic and just play the game.
5 out.
Frank? God Frank?
Also jumped as well. And JZ's going to be clipped over to the right side. Team
This
TK,
game is looking
couple of
very
kills.
hard. Like the overwhelming team fight that they keep continuously running into, it's a lot. And I think this Bat Rider is like a liability at this point, right? Maybe he has a Blink Dagger now, but he's a support, essentially. He's just a support. So he has to get a lasso off, but like there's such good answers to lasso right now. It's just, we got the X Mark, we got the Solar Guardian. They're all great tools to kind of deal with this. Sven's getting closer to his BKB. Phoenix has a vessel, getting more levels, and if we're talking about people that can kill the egg in this game, there's not many. Like, egg is a big problem. Boat's gonna be a bigger problem because you're gonna have that in some line.
Rain, Azula.
Okay.
Blink with the amp damage. Witz was nearby. They're actually tipping a lot of heroes into top. All four, in fact. So what are they trying to do across the map? They had an observer that maybe scouted out Wonder Kid that's just apparently ruining his game. I think the scan did go red, maybe for a second. So Blink the way, continue to play defensively.
You don't want to see this, you know. You don't want it to be another one of those games where you're just overreacting. You get ratted on the map. You have a good couple team fights. But this is oftentimes how it goes. Sometimes when a team gets a little too excited that they win a couple team fights, that they just start overreacting to everything. And the other team buckles down, which is happening a little bit here. You'll get another support, so the train's going to continue a little bit, which is nice, but this is the correct play, right? You just let him die. You don't go and feed more kills. You don't start bleeding on the map. You start pushing him top.
Subservoid Wits is getting surrounded. He's got Demon nearby. Solar Guardian's going to be baited out into a support. Wits is also only getting controlled by Karma at the moment. Nice torrent. Karma going to be able to find the combination. They hold him in place here. Still got the threat of the Sunder. Supernova's going to be a big problem. Wits is able to turn. Bonus health is back for him. Effion looking to jump over the top as well, but the spell casting this fight wasn't the greatest for Team DK, which could give an opportunity for Dire. They're holding down in the moment. Wonder Kid's going to be able to fly in range with the lasso drag back, so Sven's gone, and Radiant just have to sacrifice to carry without any spells left available. They're going to cut their losses, but it's a big loss for them.
And that's not the end of it here either. He's getting fogged out of his mind here on the CK. I mean, it's frustrating to play CK, man. Like, the cast point on that is really huge. You just... It has, like, an obnoxious animation, too. To make it, like, very clear that you're getting outplayed. I mean, you're not technically outplayed, but it feels like you're getting outplayed.
Really? Did you get that? Oh, wait, what? It didn't...
No, they got the A, though.
What? What? Okay,
huh?
they got AA too.
Oh?
I don't know why it didn't dive.
This happens, man.
I guess watching someone, watching somewhere else and right-clicking creeps and farming.
I know.
A-clicking, so. Alright, well, this is a much-needed minute for Team 10. I mean, there was some concerns with what we were seeing out of Radiant potentially being able to run over, or at least put themselves in a commanding position, especially with how their team fights were looking. But first real fight for them, where we see the spellcasting was a little bit lackluster.
They got too excited. That's all there is. Like, things are going well for them. They wanted it to continue to go well. They're forcing these plays around the map. They TP4 top. They go bottom. This Kunkka completely overextends, by the way, onto this Terrorblade. His team was not nearly close enough, so that made it so the Sunder was able to get off, right? And then now Sven is in. He gets stunned by CK. I've been there. It happens. Sometimes you think things are going well, that they're going to continue to go well, but you lose sight of why they were going well. And then they go bad.
Maybe that will continue to go bad. Karma.
Oh. Okay, Roche is going to throw with them. Okay, see ya.
There's one thrown away. Is that down to half? Are we forcing the issue? You don't have vision up on the higher ground. Wonder Kid gets the lasso back. It's a quick supernova. Controlling the choke point. Demon's getting chased down. It'll be a 1-for-1 to start. Can they separate the fight now? Wits stop in the front. I'm hearing a stun over towards the river. Effion will be slowed down for the moment. The ice path giving Frank valuable seconds to be able to get away. And that ambitious TP. Effion never going to make it out. He is completely, no one else is nearby. Radiant once again just going to sack him to the wolves. Wonder Kid will not have a way to be able to stop the teleport out from feeling, but Team Den, another fight that just goes their way.
Do we have a replay of that? If so, I'd like to see what happened there if there's time. But that seems like they're gonna kill. I mean, they're just gonna kill. Well, someone's gonna die here. I don't know who. It looks like it's gonna be a demon. And then Roche is gonna happen. But I feel like the Solar Guardian, like, they maybe Lasso pulled him out of it. Because I didn't see any healing there. Or maybe it was just the power of the Vessel. I think he actually did opt for Vessel. Well, we're gonna need a replay here, and we see the lasso. Where's the Solar Guardian at? Oh, he didn't even use it. He used it on the illusions. Oh no. He must have clicked on the mini-map. But yeah, he used the Solar Guardian on the illusions and not the Kunkka there. So he ended up in like no man's land. Not what you want to see.
like, we are getting some problems with the Supernova. I know this is something you were mentioning, but again, it's another fight where they're literally not being able to deal with the egg. When Shiva's on
Just have to
feeling
ignore
the
it,
buff up his
honestly.
damage, is it a problem? Like, yes, you have to ignore it, but can it ever be a team fight where you win on Radiant as a result of this? Because you do have pretty decent stuns to stop them from getting away.
I think it is an issue if the initiation is on Radiant side, right? I mean, he Hurricane Piked him for, I'm not sure what the purpose of that was, but...
He was trying to push him closer to MJZ, but MJZ, like, I mean, you had to get, like, in front. He went a weird direction.
I mean, no, there's a new mechanic in Dota. If you push him into the wall, it stuns him. It'd be pretty cool.
It's... Alright. So you were speaking about the Supernova as well? With the fights?
Yeah, so basically, if you lasso and kill a key target like Sven, you don't really care about the Supernova anymore. You're just gonna burst them and then you just walk away. But if Sven initiates and then you Supernova, and you have a choice whether to hit Sven or the Supernova, that's when you're in trouble.
There's the initiation. Sven's able to blow up one. Solar Guardian this time to help protect the lasso, but as soon as the drop down, they're into the Ice Paths and the Macropire. The egg over the right side's not the greatest as well. First team fight, we're going to see them be able to successfully kill the egg. And the fight's getting split apart. Sven trying to re-enter, but he's having a bit of a difficult time of it. The blink continuing to be cancelled. He'll jump at the last second with the cleave, but now his BKB is not really going to help mitigate against the right-click damage at all. Wits gets a triple, a buyback for nothing for the Phoenix.
We actually just saw a Jakiro solo kill an egg. You know, I always kind of mention Jakiro against Phoenix whenever I see it as like a meme, but I never see the Jakiro kill anything more than a level 1 egg. But he actually just killed that level 2 egg. I feel like that fight would have been so much better if he didn't dive before using the egg, right? If he just would have spammed it on the spot. Because he dove right into the Jakiro, who's actually the best egg hitter in the game right now, for at least Dire, because he has the double attack. Which counts for 2 egg hits every attack he does. And yeah, he just killed it. So, expensive fight there. And Team Den, well, they're officially back in this game. Aegis online, team fight 1. Sven's starting to feel very uncomfortable in how he wants to take these fights.
Yeah, how do you respond to Lasso? I know we're seeing Solid Guardian, but the ways they counter this, and you said in the draft, like Ice Path to Macropire into the Darkseer combo as well, it's just really not easy.
Yeah, I think they just need to find a target first. Either Kunkka or Sven has to initiate, and then you just all in, right? Like you see this TV, for example. You just go in and egg on his face. And what that's going to do is give TV a choice. Am I going to hit this egg? And if he chooses to hit the egg, oh, Sven's going to come in and stun, right? And then he has like, okay, do I have to hit the egg or do I hit the Sven? And then now that just creates a problem where does he have enough damage for both before he dies? But that's not really happening in these fights, right? The egg is super far away from the Sven. And there isn't any critical thinking really needed for Team Den here. It's just like, okay, Sven's in front of me, I can kill him. I don't have to choose between hitting an egg or a hero. Because like, what could end up happening is like the egg could die, but if the egg dies, that bought enough space for Sven to be uncontested, right? And now he can get a couple of kills. So they, at this point in the game, just need to cast their spells in unison. It's not as easy as early game now, right? Because you have 4 staffs you're playing against. You have like Manta Pike to play against. I mean, honestly, it's still not even that hard. There's no BKBs or duels, so Kunkka can actually just initiate all these fights. But you just got to commit on top of it. But they don't really want to do that into Aegis, but luckily Aegis is going down in 25 seconds. And
I'll lose.
That's where openings will... I honestly think like these team fights should be very simple. Like Kunkka just has to go. And then Phoenix goes. And then everyone else can follow up. And then if they go on Kunkka, well, you have a Solar Guardian, right? If they go on Sven, you have Solar Guardian. But like, once all these spells hit at once, you should win the team fight. You have overwhelming team fight. It's much better than Dyer's.
At the moment we are, unfortunately, seeing some of the difficulty with them being able to execute this team fight. Maybe this smoke from them could be a different story. They're smoking before the BKB on Karma. We'll have to get the D-Ward before he joins in the smoke with the rest of the team. Demon as a smoke block as well.
I hope Sven changes his itemization here. I want to see a Revenant's Brooch on him instead of a Daedalus. You need the magic damage to burst through the TB in this matchup.
It did change. There we go. Roach queued up.
Lovely.
Level 20 for
would've-
this Sven.
That would have been a rookie mistake.
It is completed. Getting delivered on the Corey for Efyong. But high ground is getting pinged out at the moment. Then looking maybe for a ward into a lasso play, and there's your opportunity. Zula puts it on the silver platter with a freshly completed scepter as well. It will get rid
He's
of
got
Azula
buy.
with ease.
The debate? He has buyback.
Gotta try and force a fight to utilize the buyback. The only one's coming back. They need the Conqueror as well. But the buildings are falling fast.
Nothing.
He's
Okay.
gone. Efyong. I think the Observer Ward that they didn't get rid of.
Could still go here.
Dragged outside the base. Oh, it's a lot of damage. Efyong finds a good opportunity, but the turret is the nuke enough. Witch tries. Can he find a Sunder target? He does. MJZ keeps him a fresh reset with the health. But still, they've got concerns on what they're going to be able to do afterwards. They blew their load and they got nothing left. The spells, it had to be perfect, and it was, and it's an ultra for Wits. And all thanks to MJZ, giving him that second life to work with. They'll give him the rampage as well. And Wonder Kids just happen to be here. G's are going to be caught, and they are out of the qualifiers. Team Den will find a much-needed 2-0, building that confidence up and starting their lower bracket run.
I mean, unfortunate there. The CK, I guess it's a little hard. You have BKB on Kunkka, just didn't press it. Got